Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to Mario Party 5, where we're progressing through story mode with Yoshi. We have saved Sweet Dream. We got 2 dreams for the price of 1 in last episode, but we can still savor the sweet, delicious dream of candy. There is one more dream we have to tackle before we can go to Bowser Nightmare, and it's Rainbow Dream, which I think is the next board coming up. Once again, we have Toad turning up, who has been about as useful as a rubber ladder, because he turned up in one minigame, actively hindered me, and then I kind of cheated to win the other one. So, with our luggage on board, our toad-shaped luggage, who in Future Dream was our emergency food, we head up to a beautiful castle with stunning stained glass windows in Rainbow Dream. And Bowser turns up. The final showdown with the Bowsers. And Bowser is still refusing to fight us. Bowser is failing everything on the Evil Overlord checklist, honestly. These have got to be the world's worst ninjas. This might be a smaller scope board. So, Sweet Dream was probably an issue because the size of the board winds up being a bit troublesome. So, as a preview of Rainbow Dream, it's not super big, but it's gonna test you a little bit. 6, good starting roll. Versus game right off the bat. That's good for me. So, let's see how we go. Oh, this one can be so easy for the one person. One player rides a spike-lined inner tube down a slope while trying to pop the inner tubes of the other 3 players. We move left and right, speed up and slow down. Their controls are the same. Use the brakes carefully to outmaneuver whoever's after you. So, with a bit of luck, I should have this. Oh, come on, I've got him. This one is... It can be a little tricky sometimes, because the AI is, of course, erratic, but it is so skewed towards the one player, it's not funny. It feels so much easier anyway. So we've already got off to a flying start. Let's see what we can do. But in all fairness, just look at the work that goes into these boards. Oh, have we got... Oh yes, one of them has landed on DK. One of them has landed on a red space. One of them is just behind us, so we get to see what DK does. They lose coins. And here comes the Banana Slammer himself. Donkey Kong winds up a mean punch and knocks half the coins out of Mini Bowser green. The King of Swing still has a pretty mean right hook, which may or may not be involved in any of Donkey's legal troubles. We do have to keep an open mind because officially nothing on some of the other cases is before the courts just yet. We do have to respect his privacy, but please don't ask him what happened to Kiddy Kong. DK, legally speaking, isn't actually involved in that. We have to be honest and say that, legally speaking, DK has not been proven to have anything to do with what happened to Kiddy Kong. Anyway, Donkey's Tree is a battleground for us, and we've got Countdown Pound. Alright, let's see how we go. I'm not interested in finding out what happens if we do let the timer hit 0. Oh, that is very good marksmanship. Apparently Yoshi is better at hitting things with his butt than I am at hitting things with actual firearms. Interestingly enough, that does seem stupid, but the ground pound in the Mario series was actually first introduced in Yoshi's Island. It appeared there as Yoshi's signature move, which is why we have the Yoshi Bomb in Super Smash Bros. And it was adapted into Mario's moveset for Mario 64, and Mario basically got a rocket-powered ground pound in Super Mario Sunshine. Right, that's not quite what I wanted. Probably should have timed it a bit better, but we are still doing pretty well, all things considered. They'll come up and chase me. Get a bit of practice on Leaf Leap. That was actually beautifully coordinated. See, it's little things like this that will be a problem. It's once again Mini Bowser Blue, the hardest one to actually get from the start. That's the furthest I can go. Alright, let's see how we do. Ideally, I'd want a small roll, maybe not a 1. Oh well, 1 with a 0 in front of it isn't too bad. And I very nearly landed on my own cursed mushroom space, which would have been irony again. I really have to get motoring on these chases. Oh, he's got Donkey Kong. DK really bringing the community service. They'll let him back in pretty soon. Putting in some good work, man. Lays in a giant punch. As we know from the Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze games, DK can dish out a mean beatdown when he needs to. It's easily one of the best parts of those games, just the satisfying result of hammering your opponents after you've had a very, very difficult fight. So we get a warp pipe. Can I actually get a regular mushroom? Once again, dueling on Donkey Kong space. Let's hope this goes well. Oh. Rightio, so I need to pay attention. This can be a bit tricky, so I'll start off with 2 this time. So 5, 4. Alright, so I'll throw it with 1. That gave me a real concern there.
Finish.
But we got through it. And there we are. Blue bites the dust. That makes me wonder. There would be absolutely no point switching spaces unless... Wait a minute, there is an advantage to switching spaces. Alright, well, we can duel him. He's going to wind up coming around to face us. Alright, so once again, yet another duel. You will be pretty much earning all the duel minigames. See, the thing is, I wonder if this actually counts towards, Oh, I knew it would turn up eventually. Probably the worst game in the history of Mario Party. It's complete dumb luck, and you just have to hope for the best. There is absolutely no skill involved in this game whatsoever. Similar deal with Pitfall. It's horrible. It's unimaginative, and even if it has a beautiful setup, it still sucks. He gets to choose first. I'm going to take this one. When presented with a 50-50 choice, you have a 90% chance of getting it wrong according to Murphy's Law. Oh, I actually picked the best one. It still sucks, though. Don't get me wrong, it still sucks. But there is absolutely no... I got lucky, but there is absolutely no skill involved in that. Pitfall is basically the same. It's just a dumb luck game, and if you wind up getting that as the game which turns the tide of everything, it's so bad. Rightio, now if I use this, we will switch places and I can hit him for 15 coins and hopefully win this. There's a bit of strategy involved. I just got enough. Will we switch places? If he survives, will we still switch places? Oh, what's it going to be? Pound Peril. This is also a bit luck-based. Find the one switch of the 12 that will not inflict any harm. The other 11 are hidden surprises of pain and misery. We can punch people, but the switches do reset after they've been pressed, so you have to try and pay attention. Yeah. That one can kind of suck as well, because it's essentially all down to guesswork. That is a bit unfortunate. Alright, they don't make me go through the rigmarole. Was this... Oh, that was a regular mushroom. Alright, come on. We should be able to catch him now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's not go anywhere near as fast as we need to. So yeah, depending on what sort of duel game you get, these can be just artificially dragged out. It's so bothersome, really. Was that a Klepto or is that a bubble? Alright, so I've got a good shot at beating him now, but... Ugh. There are lots of kind of crappy minigames in this. I think it's mostly the duel games that suck. The duel games do suck. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are just a nuisance. But... it is what it is! I think I'm in the lead, come on! Mashing L and R is difficult. Just because of the way they click down, mostly. That was tight. You can see that the one of them is getting a bit smarter and or luckier. Which I suppose is fair enough. But we're nearly done. Ah. So ideally I'd like to win this. I think it is mostly based on time. Well, I couldn't mess that up. Come on. One game that I'm actually good at, and then... Yada yada yada, all this Fly Guy spiel. Oh, even this is not a guarantee. Oh well, speed it up. I might actually... I need a 4-piece. Ah! Alright, let's see if my piloting skills hold up. They must get a bit smarter. It sucked that I had exactly one piece that I needed, and... It's like I need a very specific piece and I couldn't get it. So, move over here, swing across, pull up, around... Dive! Oh, God. Stick over... Oh, sometimes I'm forgetting the controls. If what I think is about to happen winds up working... I think I've got this game next turn. But it's dragged out longer than it should have. Right, so, if my plan works, I'm not relying on a duel at all. Oh! He's committed suicide! Okay. He just bankrupted himself. How can you be so good at all those minigames, just tick me off to no end and then do something that dumb? Yeah, no, Bowser, you've got every right to be mad. Well, this is going to be interesting. We sort of know what Bowser's Dream will will be, but it's probably a good opportunity for me to take a bit of a break. We'll come back to the last story mode board a little bit later on. Surprised I got a B rank for that. Must be based on the number of turns. Well, it's a passing grade anyway. So we will, of course, have to take on Bowser in the next one. I will take a little breather for now, and then we can proceed. So there we are. Probably a little bit better for stress levels after that one if I take a break now. So that's pretty much how story mode works. We'll see the final battle in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time when we take on the final battle of story mode and unlock Bowser Nightmare for party mode. Let me just check something. So we've been doing a lot of duel mode. Hold on just a tick, I'll cut this out. Although actually we probably should at least keep the introduction. Scholar tells us about the garage. We can exchange minigame points for parts to build our very own machine. Then we can test them against friends or the CPU. So our service desk is where we buy parts. This is the Player 1 garage. The Player 2 garage you need a second memory card for. That's the exit. This is the garage gallery, and this is the garage for friends. So, for Super Duel mode, we can enter the shop. We can buy body with 4-player game points. We can purchase tires with 1 versus 3 points. We can purchase engines with 2 versus 2 points, the hardest ones to get. Weapons are battle games, which I haven't played any of. And duel games do absolutely nothing. Fantastic. That's pretty much what I wanted to note. So let's leave for now. We'll find out all about that later on, but now it is time for Red 2 to return to base. Next time will be the final battle with Bowser in story mode. I'll see you then.